Hello dear student, I am Dr. Chandrakala HD. Welcome to the video class on data types and operators chapter from the subject programming language using C. In this video, I'll be teaching you the basic data types which are supported in C language. As you all know, C language is a language which is rich in data types. It supports varieties of data types so that the programmer can select any type which is appropriate for his needs in order to develop the programs. The ANSI C standard supports three classes of data types. Primary or basic or fundamental data type is the first one. Second one is derived data type. And third one is user-defined data type. The primary data types are your integer, floating point, and character data types. These primary data types will be learned in detail in the further part of the video. The user-defined data types are the data types which can be defined by the user himself. C provides constructs like typedef and enum, which can be used by the programmer to define his own data types. The third class of data types is derived data types. Derived data types are the types which are defined using the primary data types, that is int, char, and float. Using these, you can derive new data types. So examples of such derived data types are arrays, functions, structures, and pointers. In your syllabus, you will be learning about one of the derived data types, arrays, in one of the chapters under this particular subject. So now let's focus our interest more on primary data types. Primary data types are nothing but your integer, character, and floating point. If you want to indicate no data, then you will mention the data type as void as well. But when we talk about the basic or primary data types, we have three data types: integer, character, and floating point. The primary data types can be broadly further categorized as integral type and floating point type. Under integral type, we categorize integer and character. So integer and character come under integral type, and we have floating point type. So integer data type can be further classified as signed type and unsigned type. So we have int and unsigned int. So signed indicates that the data of this type can be both positive and negative. It can be positive or negative. In case of unsigned type, the data can be only positive values. So under assigned category, you have int, short int, and long int. Depending on the size of the number which you want to store, you can declare this int to be int, short int, or long int. So under unsigned type as well, you will have unsigned int, unsigned short int, and unsigned long int. Under the character data type, you have char, signed char, and unsigned char. So char and signed char both are same because when I say char, it's by default signed char. It can take either positive or negative value. So if you don't mention anything, if you simply write char, it indicates signed char. If you prefer, you can also mention the data type as signed char. Along with this, you will have one more type of character data type, that is unsigned char, which can take only positive values. Next category of primary data type is the floating point type. Floating point type is used to store data values which have fractional parts, that is, which have a decimal point and digits following the decimal point. So under this, you have three categories: float, double, and long double. So float has a lowest precision, that is number of digits after decimal point is less in float, little more in double, and largest in long double. So depending on your need, you can choose any one of these. So to summarize, the primary or basic data types in C are of three categories: integer, floating point, and character. So integer data type is declared using the keyword int. So it is used to represent those values which are integers by nature, that is whole numbers. And these values are from decimal number system. They can be numbers formed using digit combinations from 0 to 9. The integer data type can be signed or unsigned type. Signed indicates that the integers can be positive or negative. That is, they can be any number from the left or right of 0 on the number line. So if you could remember, on a number line, the middle point is 0. Those numbers come towards left of this 0 are all negative, and those which come towards the right of this 0 are all positive. The signed int can hold any number on the number line, whether positive or negative, both are allowed, whereas unsigned int holds only positive numbers. So only those numbers towards right of 0 will be the unsigned integers. So examples of the integer data type are int a equal to -9, b equal to 345. So if I don't mention a signed or unsigned, it indicates by default signed int. So if I simply write int, I can put a value which is negative or positive to my variables. So here I am declaring two integers a and b. I'm initializing a with -9 and b with 345. The character data type is the second data type. It is used to hold character values. So any symbol which appears on the keyboard, whether alphabet or letter or any special symbol, is called as character. According to C language, the character data type is represented using 8 bits in the memory. The equivalent binary value is what is going to be stored. And always characters are enclosed within single quotes. Just like integers, even characters can be signed or unsigned. So example, character variable is answer. I am declaring answer to be character variable, and I'm assigning the value y to the variable answer. So since answer is a character variable, whatever data I assigned to character variable should be put in single quotes. Floating point data type is the third type. This data type is generally used to hold fractional numbers. So fractional numbers are those numbers which contain decimal point followed by some number of digits. So depending upon the size, floating point data type is categorized into three further types: float, double, and long double. So long double has the highest precision, that is, it can contain more number of digits after decimal point, and float will contain the least number of digits. Double will be in between. So whatever data you want to store, you can choose accordingly the floating point data type which you want to use. Example, float m equal to 156.987. So m is a floating point variable, its value is 156.987. Double n equal to -45.000000198. Long double O equal to 123.3145603106782. So these are few examples of floating point variable declarations and initializations. As I told you, floating point can also be signed or unsigned. It can hold numbers towards the left of number line or right of number line, right of 0 in the number line. So coming to the size and range of basic data types. So the char data type is used to hold character values, and its size in memory is 8 bits, or we call it as 1 byte. And the range of values which it can take is -128 to +127. So 2 power 8 gives you 256. So those 256 values on the number line as distributed as -128 to 127, total 256 numbers. Next, int is of size 4 bits. sorry, 4 bytes. 4 bytes is 32 bits long. So generally, most of the machines will use 32 bits or 4 bytes to store an integer value. The range is calculated as 2 power 32, and whatever value comes, it is 65,536. 2 power 32 is 65,536, and those values are distributed on the number line as minus 32,768 to 32 plus 32,767. Next, we have float data type. So float data type is allotted 8 bits, 8 bytes in memory. So that is 2 power 64. Sorry, 2 power 128 it is. So, and the range is 3.4e minus 38 to 3.4e plus 38. So since the numbers are too big, they are represented in the exponential notation. Similarly, double is much bigger than float. Its size in memory is 10 to 12 bytes, and the range is 1.7e minus 308 to 1.7e plus 308. So for a simple program, generally we use only char int float. Double and long double are used only for scientific and mathematical applications. That's it. So for simple programs, we can manage up to float data type itself. So that was about the basic data types supported in C. Thank you.